to the School of Politics, Philosophy, International Relations and Environment. We're not going to talk about all of those, we are going to talk about politics and international relations. My name's, actually I was going to say my name is Professor Brian Doherty, but my name isn't Professor, it's just Brian Doherty. But I am the head of the school at the moment, and my subject discipline is politics, and I realise my colleagues here are both international relations scholars, so we have both the subjects we're going to talk about covered. And I was thinking, they have prepared a talk for you and an exercise, and I'm not going to step on their toes by saying too much. I know you've all already applied, and in that sense, we don't need to convince you of the value or the importance of studying politics and international relations at the moment. Needless to say, when colleagues from other disciplines talk to us about our subjects at the moment, they say, "Oh, it must be so brilliant! It must be such a gift to be, given everything that's going on in the world." But of course, it's also a challenge because things are moving so fast. And if we'd said, when we were doing these events this time last year, what's happened in the last year, I don't think, however experienced we are, and I've taught here and taught politics for more than 20 years. So perhaps should have known better, but we wouldn't have predicted the kinds of events that we've had this year. But then, actually, that's always the case in our subjects, and that's part of why it's. Maybe not so close to home, but in other respects, politics is about trying to get to grips, and international relations, of course, with the changing world. And I think I'll hand over to my colleagues in a moment, and we've also got, of course, some of our current students here for you to meet. I think the last point I want to make is that we're not, the point of today is not to convince you that we're the best necessarily at everything. We're very well aware of our strengths and the strengths of other places that you'll be considering at the moment. So we're very grateful that you've spent time and no doubt money as well in coming here, and it's early as well, so some of you must have set off very early. So what we want you to do is to use the next hour and a half or so to get a sense, and that's what we're trying to do, is to give you a sense of what it's like to be a student here, what we feel we can do particularly well. And I'm sure, as my colleagues will show shortly, I'm absolutely confident that we have the kinds of modules and courses that will in fact respond to the kinds of challenges and the reasons I think you've probably chosen to study politics and international relations at the moment. And then the very final point, I suppose, is just thinking about this subject. Sometimes it seems touch scary. And I think one of the things that helped me most when I was right at the beginning of thinking about studying this, and one of the reasons I chose to study it at undergraduate level, and obviously never left it, ending up an academic, was realising why I was so interested in the challenges, but also coming to grips with the idea that politics isn't a problem to be solved. So much of the discourse about politics and the international world and international relations is about problems. And of course it is, the challenge is to try to manage those problems. But if you think of the subjects themselves as about the relationships between people who have different views of the world and disagree and have to manage living together in the world, then of course that's part of the human condition, and that's what makes it endlessly interesting and fascinating and challenging and intellectually, of course, very stimulating. So I shall let I'll get out of the way and let my colleagues